Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. I had a YouTuber have a question about a 2009 Toyota Corolla Type S, and what he was saying doesn't make any sense to me, so let me just show you what he's dealing with on this. So I'm not really sure what he's coming up with for his job, because on this car it has an exhaust manifold header, and then at the engine, right, this is the exhaust manifold header. This is a catalytic converter that's monitored, and if this flange is still good, that we would just cut this out and weld in a MagnaFlow catalytic converter here for, you know, a check engine light for a cat efficiency, or if this is rusted out. It's very common that these areas on this car are rusted out, especially under the shield. And if it's not rusted out anywhere else, and you know, because we are exhaust experts, we could do this. Other than that, most places are going to have to replace the whole entire exhaust system, or replace this whole front section with some spring bolts. So the question he had was what converter I would use. So back here, since it's non-monitored, I would use any catalytic converter that you could find, or order the least expensive universal that you possibly could. If the customer, you know, wants the job done right, then you estimate it accordingly to replace this whole assembly. And if they didn't need any other work back in here, right, and it's possible that it could need a muffler. I see these areas rotted out. I see the hangers rotted out in the resonator. It could be time for an entire system on an 09 Corolla. Excuse me, but if it's just this piece here, I would put new gaskets, new spring bolts, cut this converter out, and then weld in a MagnaFlow. So what MagnaFlow number would I use there? I'll give you that. And then what would I use back here? I'll give you that too. But there's no sense in you putting your most expensive catalytic converter, that's called a cleanup cat, that's not monitored, back there. It's really serving not much of a purpose as far as satisfying the computer. So your option, depending on your skill level, would be I would say a 2 1/4, 51-235 would be your easiest MagnaFlow cut and weld for the monitored converter. You could also do that in 2-inch. For me, it doesn't matter, whatever I have in stock. That's what I would use. So 51-235, no problem. And then I would use any universal rear catalytic converter that you had in around. I don't have a specific part number on these, but I do believe these are the AP numbers. Let me just see. 59003. Let me see if I can help you there. And they're expensive today. 59003. I think that's the part number. No. Wow, these catalytic converters have gotten expensive. So you could really order, I wouldn't order this crap online. I mean, I would trust this section back here possibly to be okay, but I haven't seen anything online that doesn't pitch an efficiency code. I mean, what are you getting for $130? You're getting something that's going to give you a comeback. Yeah, and that's definitely not going to fix your check engine light, that's for sure. So I wouldn't even entertain buying any of this crap, because it's all going to be a plague for you. I would say you want a 2-inch universal rear catalytic converter. And I would say anything in around, and you really don't have to worry about efficiency if there's no oxygen sensor after that. So for me, I would say anything in a 2-inch for the cleanup cat for that car is perfectly fine. I will tell you, these cats from AP cost us around $75 to $90 just for the part. $75 to $90 from AP, and it's a quality converter. This is basically just a shell, and I would trust it for a non-monitor. that helps.